Good evening, everyone. In the previous session of consumer behavior, I was explaining about motives, buying motives, what are the various kinds of buying motives. Okay. In today's session, I am going to explain about a new topic which is called attitude. And I am going to explain about what does it mean, then the components, and then I am going to explain the various functions of attitude. Okay. So let's begin the session. So, attitude is a word which is commonly used by everyone in good way or in a bad way also, or like when we try to criticize someone, we obviously use the word attitude a lot of time. So, attitude, it is commonly used by everyone, and this is specifically used to describe someone's likes and dislikes, or we can say someone's approach towards certain situation or approach towards any person, or we can some people also say that attitude is reflected in the behavior of a person. So it is very commonly used, and it is specifically used to describe someone's like, dislikes, or approach towards certain situation. Okay. So this word attitude, or most of the companies brand use the term attitude in order to market their product and also to increase the sales of the product. So in marketing aspect, attitude is extremely used by the organizations, by the brands. So a wide range of product from clothing, perfumes, cars, these all brands are marketed on the basis of attitude. That you must have heard in many advertisement, that many advertisement repeat the statement like, or uh, make some kind of statement related to, like the statement show your attitude, wear your attitude. So these are the certain terms used by many organizations in order to influence the consumers. They relate the term attitude with their product, and they show that if you have this type of attitude, you need to purchase our product, because this product is going to enhance your attitude. It is going to make you look good in much better manner. So attitude is used by the marketers, by the companies, many ways, but actually attitude is much more than that. Just a simple representation of a person is cannot be considered to be attitude, but it is much more than that. You can say that it is a way in which people make evaluative judgment, and this process is automatic. When, as human beings, when we evaluate something, or we make any kind of judgment, or we judge some product or judge someone, then this attitude is the actual way of judgment or evaluating something, and this process is extremely automatic, based on our personality, based on our perception, and many other things also. So we can say that attitude is a very automatic thing. Attitude also represents our likes and dislikes. Attitude may be also represented in our behavior. Okay. So there was a study conducted by Frank in the year 2009, which was called Pepsi Paradox. So in that study, what happened? A few number of people were given a soft drink to taste, and during that time their eyes were closed. They were not able to see the brand, or they gave the brand without naming the, or gave the product without naming the brand. Okay. So they tasted, they consumed a particular soft drink and preferred that one. So there were two soft drinks, it was given to them, and they preferred one soft drink uh, over other. Now when they came to know that, and that soft drink which they preferred just because on the basis of taste was Pepsi. But when they came to know, when they saw that they are consuming Coca-Cola and they are consuming Pepsi, they were very clear that Coca-Cola was their priority, or Coca-Cola, they preferred Coca-Cola over Pepsi. So here it says that in their mind, the consumers think that Coca-Cola has a better taste than Pepsi. So when they see both the products, when they can distinguish between both the products, this is Coca-Cola, this is Pepsi. So they clearly say that Coca-Cola is their preference or Coca-Cola is better than Pepsi. But without knowing the product which they are consuming, the name of the product, they preferred Pepsi simply on the basis of taste. So this theory, or this we can say this research or this survey or study actually reveals the attitude of the person. That in our mind, we make assumptions, we judge some product, we create some of the opinions regarding any product or any brand, and we always try to stick to it, even if it is not that true. We assume that Coca-Cola tastes better than Pepsi. And when we also consume by understanding that this product is Coca-Cola and we are consuming and we feel a better taste. But without knowing the name of the brand, without knowing the name of the product, when we consume the product, we actually judge simply on the basis of taste, not on the basis of our opinion or our assumption. So this opinion and assumption, judgment or evaluation is actually the attitude aspect of a consumer. Okay. So attitude is something, like I said, describes our likes, dislikes, or even we can say our behavior. Okay. Now let me just give a single definition regarding attitude. It is said that a mental and neutral state of readiness organized through experiences exerting a divertive or dynamic influence over an individual's response to all the objects, situation with which it is reflected. So this definition actually states that attitude, first of all, is a mental state, is a neutral state, and we are always well prepared. And we are well prepared only because we have organized our experiences in a proper manner, in a proper format. Okay, I'll just give an example. You purchased a product and your experience regarding that product was not good because when the product broke down, the after sales service was extremely bad. So that was a bad experience. You have attached a bad experience with a particular brand. So whenever you will come across any product of that particular brand, you will definitely have the experience judging the other products of the same brand because of your bad experience. And you can also give suggestion to your friends and family members to not to use that product because of your bad experience. So whatever experiences that we have in our life related to any product, related to any situation, related to any person, we organize it in a proper manner. And our mind, our mindset, or we can say our mental state is actually prepared because of those organized experiences. And then we evaluate those experiences and we can say we have a proper opinion, proper response, a particular response and opinion regarding the other objects and situation. Whatever objects and situation that we face, we have certain kind of response for all those situation and objects based on our experiences. Okay, so that is called attitude. We have a neutral mental state. At the same time, this mental state of readiness, when we are well prepared, is because of all the experience that we have and which we have organized in our mind in a proper manner. And when we come across any object or situation, we apply those organized experiences in order to create an opinion regarding those objects or those situations. Okay, I'll just repeat it again so that you all can understand properly. So it can be said that a mental and neutral state of readiness, we are well prepared because we have organized our experiences in a proper sequence, and whenever we come across any object or situation, we apply those experiences and create an opinion regarding those objects and situations. So our response regarding any object or any situation can be considered as attitude. Okay, so this is the definition of attitude. Now I am going to explain the functions of attitude. Okay, so individuals, or we can say people, have attitude because it serves some of the functions. And we can say that these are the four functions of attitude which helps a human being to understand a situation and how to respond towards a particular situation or an object. Okay, so the first one is utilitarian function. First of all, what is utility? Every object has a particular use. Take example of a toothbrush. It is meant for cleaning your teeth and gums, and it helps a person to prevent cavity. So that is the basic function of a toothbrush. Simply each and every product has some kind of utility function, because of which consumers use those kind of products. So the utilitarian function of attitude says that it actually helps people to get reward, benefits, or even gain approval from others. For example, there is a Facebook page of a company, and all the employees are asked to like the page of the Facebook page of the company. So why will the employee of that company will keep on liking the page of the company, Facebook page of the company? Because they assume that if they will like the Facebook page of their company, they will be rewarded, or they will have some kind of acceptance by the company. So whenever we do anything, it is because that we want some kind of reward, or we want to get accepted, or our needs and requirements are getting fulfilled. That is the utility function of attitude. Okay, so our attitude actually helps us to gain acceptance from our surrounding people, to get some kind of reward, or it also helps us in satisfaction of our needs and desires. Okay, the next one is value expressive function. So we can say that attitude also reflects the value system of a person. Value system can be considered like moral or ethics. So whatever value system we have, it is also reflected in our attitude. So with our attitude, we express what kind of ethics, moral, and value system that we have. So when we see an advertisement of a product, we create an attitude towards the product based on the description of the product, to what extent they have expressed their product. For example, most of the smartphone actually express that this will boost your attitude, this will give you style, this will make you cool, or something like that. Even the features, we have introduced some of the cool features which are not available in the existing smartphone. So they express their value through their product, and on that expression of value, we create an attitude towards the product, whether whether those features, or whether those values are actually required by us or not, or does it actually fit into our self concept or value system. So that is called value expressive function. The next one is ego defensive function. See, each and every human being has certain kind of ego, and we as human being, we as consumers, this ego defensive function is utilized by the companies. They create such kind of product and advertisement which will boost your ego, which will protect you from other things which are not related to your ego, or which are not helpful towards your ego. So this function actually gives us a perspective of the world which does not include the harsh realities of the world, which is not acceptable by our ego. So those things are excluded from that perspective. like the products which enhances the way our appearance, fashion products, or even a deodorant or even a perfume. So these things are going to make you feel better. They are going to not focus on the real issues, real facts, but they are simply going to boost your ego by saying that this is going to enhance your appearance, this is going to give you confidence. So these are the products which use ego defensive function and involve them in the advertisement. Okay, the next one is knowledge function. So knowledge function here says that, or it does mean, it means that we get a lot of information from our surroundings, but do we actually focus on each and every information we come across, or do we give priority to all types of information that we receive? So what we do, we accept those information which are relevant to us, and we try to exclude or ignore all those information which is not relevant. In the same way, when we go to a shop and we want to purchase a product, there are different types of aspects on which we are going to compare one product with the other. So a lot of information, and which makes us more and more confused, and we become very uncertain whether to purchase a product or not. So then what happens? Then we uh, try to find out the information about the product which is given by the company. This is going to help us to take a decision whether to purchase a product or whether not to purchase the product. So knowledge function actually accepts those information which is considered relevant by us, and we try to ignore those information which is not. And many companies always try to highlight those information which is completely acceptable by the consumers, or which supports their product, which shows the positive side of the product, and they hide the negative information or the negative uh, aspect of the product. For example, even if you purchase any kind of food item, packed foods, so there are many things which companies do not reveal, that these are the things which are ingredients of our product, because they may not be liked by the consumer. So they simply focus on those information which is going to be relevant and which is going to be acceptable by the consumers. So in that way, knowledge functions are used by the companies to attract consumers to purchase their product. Okay, so these are the four functions of attitude. Now I am going to explain the components of attitude. So brand beliefs, evaluation, and intentions to buy, these are the different things which define, which clearly explain the three components of attitude. Intentions to buy means why we want to purchase a product, why we believe in certain brands and we do not trust the other brands, to what extent we evaluate each and every product, how we collect information, how we analyze information. So these various aspects of a consumer while purchasing a product actually defines the three components of attitude. Those are cognitive, affective, and cognitive. Okay, so cognitive here means that when we come across information, we try to link the information with the benefits. And many companies also do that. They try to link their products information with certain elements which will motivate the consumers to purchase their products. The companies always try to create a vocabulary. Like I said, our knowledge, our collection of information, to what extent we have information about a product, what are the new information which we are finding out, what kind of knowledge we have, those are the things which creates our attitude towards any product. And in order to motivate consumers to purchase their product, they create a certain type of vocabulary related to their product, and they try to connect the features and the benefits of the product. For example, a beverage. Uh, Suppose the features are that it contains vitamin C, it does not contain added sugar, it is completely free from sugar, which will not enhance your calories. And these are the attributes. So these will be related to benefits. So vitamin C definitely is going to boost your immunity. That kind of benefit will be attached to your vitamin C attribute. The second one, like I said, it is completely free from sugar. It does not contain any added sugar. Definitely less calories, healthy version of the drink. So these are the attributes which they link to the benefits. Okay, so when we try to find information about the product, gather more and more information about the product, we also use this vocabulary. Vitamin C means it will help to boost the immunity. It does not have sugar means definitely it is going to be very healthy, no added calories, or it can be used by the people who do not consume too much of sugar or no sugar at all. So these vocabularies also influence the consumers to purchase their products. The second component is affective. These usually includes the likes and dislikes of the consumer, what they like, what they do not like. For example, nowadays many companies try to encourage the consumers to use products which are eco-friendly. So that kind of approach may be liked by many consumers, because every human being wants to contribute something in order to reduce global warming or reduce pollution, plastic pollution. So this step is taken by a company, and if many companies are taking these steps, people will definitely start liking it. Or even if they are providing some kind of unique facility or unique feature, then definitely consumers are going to like it. So these like and dislikes of a consumer can only be understood through a proper survey of the consumers. So without conducting any kind of market research or survey, it is very difficult for the companies to understand what kind of vocabulary to create, like linking the features with the benefits, and then what kind of features they need to create which is to be liked by the consumers. So each and every product, whatever modifications they make, it is completely based on the opinions of the consumer. So they need to gather the opinions and gather the information from the consumers, what they like, what they dislike, what they believe in, what to what extent they support a social cause. So these type of information actually help the help the organizations, the marketers, the manufacturers to create such kind of products which can be accepted by the users, and which can also create a good position for the company in the market. Okay, so that is the affective component. The third one is cognitive. Cognitive here is actually our action or our behavior. So first of all, we attach or we link the features with the benefits. Then we move on to likes and dislikes. Now it is time to put it into the action. We have understood the product. We have also understood whether we like the product or not. Now it is time to take a decision, which is a cognitive component, that whether we want to purchase this product or we don't want to purchase this product, because the information provided by the company may not be sufficient, or we do not like the brand or do not like the product. So after analyzing first two components, we come to a decision whether we want to purchase the product or we do not want to purchase the product. Okay, so many companies who do not want to get behind their competitors, they first of all try to understand these three components of every, not every, all their segmented consumers, their targeted consumers, so that they can make necessary changes in the products. They can advertise products in such a way that then these three components can actually be fulfilled or satisfied. So many companies had to put a lot of hard work in order to understand the attitude of the consumers, because attitude is not a simple term, it is a very wide term. It includes the knowledge level of the consumer, it includes the past experiences of a consumer. and it also includes the society or surrounding, because most of our attitude is based on our surroundings. So we automatically learn a lot of things from our surroundings, which is reflected in our attitude. So every company has to study not only the attitude of the consumer, but also they need to study the surrounding, so that they can create any kind of they can create a particular kind of product which can be easily acceptable by the consumers, and they will be very happy to purchase the product in order to satisfy their needs. Okay. So in the next session, I'm going to explain about the features, or we can say the feature or nature of attitude. Then I'm going to explain how attitude is formed, or how it can be changed. Means once an attitude is formed, whether it can be changed or not. So these are the topics which I'm going to discuss in my next session. So that's it for today. We will meet in the next session. Thank you.